This is sad. You know, I'm an athlete that I need help up the stairs in 2-inch heels. Viola, I know what a big deal it is that you got out of bed to do this for me. But it's like that expression, fill your cup. Like having Viola speak on your name is like filling in a 10-gallon jug. It's just this thing that I just get a sip on for the rest of my days, so thank you. The historically inaccurate critique online about the Agoge and the Dahomey Kingdom is staggering, and it's fed by the historically inaccurate narratives written by colonizers with an incentive to dehumanize us. So many of us are taught that the tenets of our history are enslavement, victimization, and savagery. Our connection to our true past has been cut off by the root. The famous novelist Achebe wrote, "Until the lion learns to write, the stories will always glorify the hunter." But the beauty of the Woman King is that for the first time, the lionesses got to write their own story. And it was a glorious and profound experience. We told an intimately epic story about us, Black women, our strength, our beauty, our softness, our heroism, our complexity, our pain, our joy, and our mess. We got to show the incredible breadth of our humanity, the power of our sisterhood, and we got to start healing our roots. As I said in the piece, I was very intentional about casting actors from all over our diaspora. African American, South African, West African, Jamaican, Ugandan, British. We honored our different cultures and celebrated that we are all Black women first. Telling our story of our ancestors in the motherland where we are all from. We need this connective energy now more than ever. We work in an industry that too often does not see the value in our stories, in our characters, in our work. Too often we have to hustle for our worth in rooms where we are the only, and yet still we find a way to be excellent. Look at the work of our incredible honorees today. Look at the work of those around you, next to you. I recently spoke about the deep chasm between Black excellence and recognition. There is no chasm here. The extraordinary Lashonda Lynch is in the Woman King because of this room. It was here that she was honored and amplified a couple years ago, and where I heard her speak her truth about who she is and what she wants to put in the world. I said to myself in that moment, I want to work with her. We need this room. We need this energy, because we take this feeling out into the industry and the world as our armor. This room must always be a safe space. We cannot afford to ever other each other. We can compete with each other without depleting each other. Doing the Woman King taught me what true power in this industry is. It is telling our stories with each other in the way that we want to tell them. And the beauty of the Woman King is that it shows that centering Black women does not mean diminishing Black men. My two beautiful sons, Cassius and Toussaint, and our community got to see a strong Black king. We got to see men and women fighting together against an evil. I hope that those who felt threatened by the title come to understand this. But it's more important for me to shout out real strong Black men who celebrate strong Black women and lift them up. Starting with my husband, Reggie Rock. He was the first to see the necessity in me telling the story. Despite the sacrifices that would have to be made, he supported me so deeply, and he pushed for the script to be reflective of my intentions. He pushed me to write the male characters better, and in doing so, we were able to land John Boyega. I saw John's viral speech during the uprising, in which he was imploring black men to protect black women. He thought it was going to end his career. It made me want to work with him. John is a leading man, yet he took on the supporting role of the king because he wanted to use his power to help get this film centering black women into the world. And producer Julius Tenen, AKA, he was in the 6-year fight with Viola and Kathy Schulman and Maria Bello to get this film set up. This was the hardest shoot of so many of our careers, and every day on set, Julius was our biggest cheerleader, encouraging us, exalting us, and seeing the beauty in everything that I shot. I am so grateful to be a 2-time honoree at the Essence Black Women in Hollywood. I actually didn't know it was possible, but I embrace it fully because it speaks to the necessity of pushing ourselves to always grow as artists, to elevate our work, to fight for our dream projects even when our dreams are bigger than what's expected of us, to never get comfortable. Thank you, Essence, for being absolute warriors for the film from the very beginning. Thank you to those of you who are evangelists for this film, who took their friends and families, daughters and sons, mothers. You pushed this film to 100 million global box office and #1 on Netflix. And you lifted a lot of us who fought so hard and so long for the vision. Thank you to my extraordinary cast who gave us everything and had my back always. Thank you to so many of you in this room who have supported me and inspired me throughout my career. And to my real-life female warriors at the table and table adjacent, Yvette Lee Bowser, who took me under her wing. At a different world and taught me about work ethic and believed in me. Terilyn Shropshire, who has cut every one of my films and made me better. My incredible reps, Nina Shah and Maha Dakil, who protect me and fight for me to get what I want and deserve. My god sister, Allison Curry, who just shows up whenever, whatever. To my very best friends, Mara Brock-Akil and Felicia Henderson, who check me when I need it, which is very rarely, and lift me always. And to Viola, who trusted me to join her on this extraordinary journey, who taught me that vulnerability is a strength, and who let me touch greatness. Thank you.